The actress Leah Remini, and the latest now on her dramatic break from the Church of Scientology. She filed a missing persons report on the wife of the church's leader, and now the Los Angeles Police Department is responding this morning. ABC's Dan Harris is here with much more on this story. Dan, good morning to you.
Hey, Josh, good morning. This is really a fast-moving story with lots of twists. First, ABC News learned that Leah Remini personally filed that missing persons report. Then, hours later, the LAPD told us that they had, in fact, closed the case. The actress Leah Remini, famous for her role in the CBS sitcom The King of Queens.
I took a leap of faith for you. You didn't take a leap of faith for me.
Taking her confrontation with the controversial Church of Scientology to a new level. Even before this latest bombshell, Remini had let it be known she's planning to write a tell-all memoir, and she was talking very publicly about her decision to leave the church, as seen here on Access Hollywood.
I'm good. I have my family. My real friends are behind me, and I think that says a lot.
But now this. ABC News confirming that Remini filed a missing persons report with the Los Angeles Police Department on the wife of the man who runs the Church of Scientology, David Miscavige.
Yes, we have an utter monopoly on workable solutions.
Shelley Miscavige, who we're told was friends with Leah Remini, shown together in this picture of the two of them from a Scientology gala in 2005, posted by the journalist and Scientology critic Tony Ortega, who broke this story. Shelley has not been seen publicly in many years, making her current whereabouts a source of feverish speculation among the church's many critics. Janet Reitman is the author of Inside Scientology.
She was his wife. She was his close advisor. She would have been an integral part in every aspect of his life. So her absence has been quite noticed by particularly people who would have been in the upper echelons of the church, the executives.
Hours after Leah Remini filed that missing persons report, the LAPD told ABC News, quote, the case is closed, and that the report that Shelley is missing is unfounded. Overnight, the church released a statement saying this ill-advised, ludicrous self-promotion and the media inquiries it generated caused an inexcusable distraction for the LAPD. The entire episode was nothing more than a publicity stunt for Ms. Remini. Janet Reitman argues the church must see Remini as a challenge.
Oh my God, of course they're worried about her. Leah Remini, I think, really believed in this, and so she feels quite betrayed.
As for Shelley Miscavige, the LAPD tells ABC News that she is alive. They say their detectives have met with her within the past 2 days. Interestingly, the LAPD says this is not the first time they've had a missing persons report filed on Shelley Miscavige. Fascinating story. Josh, back to you.
And nothing short of stunning. Thank you, Dan. We're going to bring in ABC's Chief Legal Affairs anchor, Dan Abrams, here with more. And Dan, you were just saying that after letting this go for a bit, we're now seeing the church fire back in a way perhaps we've become accustomed to.
Yeah, it's clear that this is now an all-out war between Leah Remini and the Church of Scientology. Dan Harris and I actually were talking backstage about this, about the fact that you haven't seen language like this from the church against her up to this point. They'd been trying to be careful. They'd been using kid gloves. But now they're going after her. You heard that statement. This is now an all-out battle.
Now, the LAPD rather quickly confirmed that this was a closed case. What would they have done to have done that?
You have to take the report. Anytime someone comes in and files a missing report, they have to take the report. Then the question is establishing how viable is this? Is there actually a missing person there? And that's the first thing that they did here. And a lot of people were saying, well, what are they going to do to establish that she's missing? Could she send out an affidavit? They did what you'd expect them to do in any case, right? Put aside Scientology. They went and found her. Yeah. And they talked to her. And they've now determined, okay, she's not missing. This is unfounded. So they could have said, we're going to leave this open. We haven't made any determination. They came out and called this closed and said that this is unfounded.
And Dan, what about the people who are out there saying this still doesn't sound kosher? This sounds suspicious. We haven't seen Shelley in public in a number of years.
Look, it's a fair question to ask. On the one hand, people are allowed to disappear, right? You're allowed to go underground for whatever reason. As long as you're not being kidnapped, as long as someone isn't pushing you, forcing you to do it, you're allowed to do that. The question is, what led her to do that? And that's what's leading to all the questions, is why would she have suddenly done that? And that's a separate question.
Certainly many more questions to answer here, Dan. Thank you for that.
Okay.